Stop scrolling. Close the other tabs. You are about to hear a truth that Sony doesn't want out yet, and the competition is terrified of. The camera world is holding its breath for the next massive jump, and if the whispers are true, the Sony A7V isn't just an upgrade. It's a revolution that will rewrite the rules of photography and videography for the next decade. For months, the digital ether has been buzzing. Leaks, patents, cryptic developer notes. They all point to one thing, a true successor to the legendary A7 line that shatters the current ceiling. But what exactly is the A7V? Is it the rumored $6,000 hybrid beast? Or is it the ultimate tool that finally makes your current setup feel inadequate? We're not going to deal in flimsy rumors here. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. We're going to peel back the layers of Sony's strategy, dissect their recent patents, and reverse engineer what the A7V must be to justify its existence and the insane hype. Trust me, by the time we finish, you'll understand why the competition, from Canon's EOS R5 to Nikon Z8, is already playing defense. This isn't just about megapixels or frames per second. This is about a philosophical shift in how we capture the world. Prepare to enter the future of mirrorless. The single most compelling reason to abandon your current system is the sensor. For the A7V, the consensus isn't on resolution, it's on speed and quality. We're looking at a stacked CMOS XMR sensor, but not the one you know. Imagine a sensor that can read and process data at a speed that virtually eliminates rolling shutter in every scenario. We're talking 1/200th of a second for a full readout. This isn't just a spec sheet win, it's a creative unlock. Your footage looks cinematic, even under fast-moving action or electronic flash. And the resolution. The A7R V set the bar high at 61 megapixels. The A7V, to differentiate itself as the true hybrid master, needs something perfectly balanced. The strong belief is a 45 to 50 megapixel sensor with a newly designed pixel structure focused entirely on dynamic range and low-light performance. Think about a native ISO of 12,800 that is genuinely clean. We're moving beyond noise reduction and into the realm of noise elimination. But the real magic lies with the new Bion's XR processing engine. Plural. Two of them, working in tandem, dedicated to different tasks. One for image processing, the other for AI-driven autofocus. This isn't a bump in processing power. It's the shift from a single-core computer to a supercomputer in your hand. The implication: instantaneous response, zero blackouts, and computational photography features that actually matter, like live, real-time noise reduction before the image is written to the card. This processing leap is the foundation for everything else, and it makes the rest of the rumors terrifyingly real. Sony has always been the autofocus king, but their A9 III and A7R V gave us a glimpse of the future of subject tracking. The A7V is where that future arrives fully realized, thanks to the dedicated second processor. Forget about tracking eyes and faces. The A7V system is rumored to utilize deep learning AI with a massive, pre-trained dataset that goes beyond human, animal, bird. Think about tracking specific vehicle types, motorcycles versus cars, planes versus drones. Think about tracking specific body parts during a complex sports motion, the hilt of a sword, the laces on a football. The system is designed not just to see the subject, but to predict its movement path with sub-millisecond accuracy. The real game changer here is the rumored focus bracketing and stacking feature built directly into the camera. You choose your closest and furthest focal point, and the A7V instantaneously fires off a sequence of perfect exposures and outputs a single, massive file with hyperdepth, all internally. No more post-production stacking for landscapes or macro work. This is a massive time saver for professionals. And for videographers? AI-driven rack focus. Set two subjects, press record, and the camera executes a perfectly smooth, speed-controllable rack focus shot that a seasoned professional would struggle to replicate manually. The A7V isn't just taking pictures, it's becoming your most skilled camera operator. If the A7V is the hybrid ultimate, the video specs are where it seals the deal. This is the information that makes current cinema cameras feel obsolete. The A7V is strongly rumored to feature internal 8K 30 frames per second. Not a surprise, but critically, oversampled 4K 120 frames per second with NO crop. Let that sink in. Full frame, high quality, ultra slow motion. This instantly obsoletes its primary competitors in the hybrid space. But here is the detail that will empty wallets. 6K ProRes internal recording. Yes. Forget about external recorders. The sheer processing power of the dual Bionz XR allows for high-quality, low-compression ProRes 422HQ recording directly to the card. This is a massive shift, finally giving hybrid shooters the post-production flexibility usually reserved for dedicated cinema cameras. The days of fighting with compressed codecs like A7V are over. And battery life? It's the silent killer of current mirrorless cameras. The A7V is rumored to introduce a new Z-series battery, slightly larger, possibly a Z Mark II, that incorporates a more efficient thermal design, allowing for nearly 1.5 times the current capacity and, more importantly, no overheating warnings during 8K or 4K 120 frames per second recording. You can finally shoot a full wedding ceremony or documentary interview without constantly monitoring the temperature gauge. Finally, the build. A revised body design, borrowing the deeper grip and better button placement of the A7R V, coupled with a fully articulating, high-brightness LCD that is finally usable in direct sunlight. This is Sony finally listening to the most persistent demands from the creative community. So, what will this powerhouse cost you? A camera with a new sensor, a dual processor system, built-in ProRes, and next-generation AI autofocus is not going to be cheap. The A7R V launched at around $$3,900. The A7V, given the sheer amount of foundational technology packed inside, is highly likely to break the standard A7 price barrier. The current speculation places the official launch price between $$4, $200 and $$4, $500 USD for the body only. A premium price, yes, but for a premium, future-proof machine. The question isn't whether you can afford it. The question is, can you afford not to have the best tool available when your competition is making the jump? The Sony A7V is more than a camera, it's an investment in your creative ceiling. The leaks are out there, the patents are filed, and the time for your next upgrade is drawing terrifyingly close. The rest of the rumors terrifyingly real. Sony has always been the autofocus king, but their A9 III and A7R V gave us a glimpse of the future of subject tracking. The A7V is where that future arrives fully realized, thanks to the dedicated second processor. Forget about tracking eyes and faces. The A7V system is rumored to utilize deep learning AI with a massive, pre-trained dataset that goes beyond human, animal, bird. Think about tracking specific vehicle types, motorcycles versus cars, planes versus drones. Think about tracking specific body parts during a complex sports motion, the hilt of a sword, the laces on a football. The system is designed not just to see the subject, but to predict its movement path with sub-millisecond accuracy. The real game changer here is the rumored focus bracketing and stacking feature built directly into the camera. You choose your closest and furthest focal point,